welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk about the twin flame journey, and I would like to shed light on a few things that I have learned from my own personal journey that I know to be true. Now remember, everyone's journey is different, but there are a few things that are kind of like on the same path, if you will. We're all on the same path. We all are on the journey to discover our true and authentic self. So we are all on the journey to walk in our wholeness of our spiritual selves. So in that matter, it's all the same. So there are a couple things that I want to share, a few things that I know will completely help so many people out there. Oh gosh, because I know how it is being in so much pain and confusion. It's so much. I have so much wisdom to share, but I'm just going to touch on a few topics that I just want to bring to the awareness. Just opening up the channel for someone to be able to shift in their journey in a major way. That's what this thing is all about, man. So let's get into it. The first thing that I would like to share is you and your twin is the same energy, the same soul. It's not split. It is you and yourself in another body. So you are not, you're whole and complete on your own, and you're not split. Your masculine energy is inside of you, or your feminine energy is inside of you. That is a whole carnation of you in another body. But the opposite polarity of you. So you hold the dominant energy of, say, the feminine energy or the masculine energy, depending on which polarity you are dominant in. But you is not split. You are whole and complete. A part of you is not missing. I want to really get that point across, because in the beginning, I had that totally misconstrued. I thought a part of me was missing. It felt like it, literally. Like a part of me was torn out of me, which I know you guys know what I'm talking about, who is truly on this journey. Now, another thing I want to bring to your attention is that is you in another carnation, another body. And you and your twin and God is one. You, your twin, and God is one. You're not separated from your twin. You're not separated from God. You are the same energy. You're just in 3 different forms of the same energy. So you're in your body as a form, and your twin is you in a body as a form. And then you have God as a higher power as you, but it's all you. So you don't want to separate that. You don't want to separate. You don't want to separate that. So that's what the journey is you recognizing who you truly are. So when we say our higher self is God. And we are God having a human experience. And that is why we have such a mystical experience when we come in contact with our twin, because the energy is so you can't even, I wouldn't even try to put it in words of the experience of the energy, because it grows and it changes, and you can't, it's unexplainable. So I won't even try and do that. So whenever you have an issue with your twin, you're having an issue with yourself. It is so very easy to get this journey tangled up and try and make your twin into a romantic soulmate relationship. Now, you can have that, but your energy inside of you have to embody that, and your twin will mirror that. So if you are in the friend zone within yourself, you are going to be in the friend zone with your twin. If you are toxic within yourself, you are going to be toxic within your twin flame relationship. And let me tell you this is the truth. I have seen, this is the honest to God truth. It only takes one twin to do the work, because it's the same person. It's the same soul. It only takes one person to do the work. It is so amazing. This is how you would know if that's your twin flame or not, because that person will mirror your inner work. It will trip you out, because they will mirror your toxic self and they will mirror your inner work. They will even, the verbiage that you use through your inner work, the books, the everything, they will say it to you. It's you. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. It's just truly, truly amazing. You hear me? So when people say, I'm waiting on my masculine to wake up, I'm waiting on my masculine to do the inner work, guess what? Either that's not their twin, or they have to balance. They have to take their energy and put it on themselves, and it will give the twin the space to do what needs to be done, because it's one energetic field. And if you are pushing your energy out to that twin, that's it's too intense. They have to do something with that energy. They got to put it somewhere. They got to do stuff. They got to, they might party. They might, they will mirror that obsessive, addictive energy, because that's what you're doing when you are focusing on them. So you really have to bring your energy back into your body. No thinking, no sitting and looking at pictures, no sitting and looking at old text messages. No, you really have to bring your focus back in on yourself. And I recommend that you meditate so that you can slow your thoughts down, and so that you can become more aware of where your mind is at. Because this is throughout the day. Here's the thing. When you're in that addictive energy, everything becomes about your twin flame. So, because that energy in you wants to feed. It wants a hit off of that energy. It's like an addiction. So you have to really be mindful where your mind is at all times. You can't play with this thing. You can't play. And you would know when you are feeding that energy, because you will start going down. You will start feeling bad. Your vibration will start going down. Stressed, depressed. You'll start looking, wanting to text, wanting to look for them, wanting to. Y'all know this. Y'all know how I go. Just bring your thoughts and your emotions, everything back inside of your body. That's basically the main thing of this journey, is governing yourself, standing in your sovereignty, governing, self-mastering, not allowing yourself to be controlled by your mind and your emotions and your outside surroundings. It is really being a conscious being and being aware of how you feel, what you're thinking, and what you need to be thinking and what you need to be doing to be going in the direction that you want to be going in, because you want to embody a supportive energy. You want to embody a good relationship with yourself. You want to fall head over heels in love with yourself and with your life. And you have to do an evaluation of your life and make hard choices and make sure that everything that is in your life is serving you, because you're God. You don't allow nothing, no karmic energy, to have such a sacred, beautiful energy. You do not allow no karmic energy to have your sacred, beautiful, beautiful energy. And you do that by standing in your sovereignty, governing yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be disciplined with yourself, and you have to stay focused with yourself. It sounds tough, but when you love yourself, and I mean you really love yourself, and really recognize that this vessel, you are a walking sanctuary. You are a vessel that is carrying around the Spirit of God. You are walking around with God. So you treat yourself in that regard. You don't allow people to do you any kind of way. You honor God in all areas of your life. And you don't give karmic energy that sacred energy. No, you don't do that. You just go completely all in for yourself, because again, you're God and you have the love of God for yourself. So it's hard to put into words. Like, certain things just not gonna fly, and you become completely fulfilled within yourself, because you become aware that you are the source of all things. God is not pushing out or wanting this or wanting that or needing this or needing that or needing different validations or wanting. God is solid and fulfilled within itself. You have to find that within you. You have to soothe your nervous system, because you have been in a state of stress and anger and depression and all different fight or flight, or all different, different responses of the nervous system that has been going in the opposite direction of abundance and peace and stillness and happiness and joy. And you really have to work with yourself to allow your nervous system to be able to heal and get used to your new state of being. So for everyone who is trying to rush into their twin flame relationship, take your time. Be patient with yourself. This is another thing. You cannot mess up your twin flame relationship. You can't mess it up. You cannot mess up your relationship. You can't mess it up. Everything that you do, it is done to help you to get closer to being in union with yourself. Everything that is put in your path is strategically put there to help you. That's another thing I had to learn. We are supported. Not only are you and your twin one with God, everything is. There is only God. There is only God. There is only God. So how I put it in my mind, it's like God is having an experience with itself. And its higher self knows that its two selves here don't know what it is. So its higher self got its lower selves back. And it puts things there to lead it back to itself. I hope y'all can resonate with what I'm saying. That's with everybody. There is only God. There is only God. So you cannot mess it up. Even while you are on your journey and your intentions is in the right place and you have gotten to a balanced place and the universe sends a soulmate that resonates with you, it is not wrong for you to experience other connections. I had to learn that too. Do not get yourself into a waiting energy, because God doesn't wait. God is continuously evolving, and God embodies a continuous flow. So you don't wait. That's stagnant energy. You want to always listen to your intuition and always check your intention. Make sure that it's not an underlying reason why you're doing what you're doing, because the fear-based energy, it will trick you into doing things that is not really the real true reason why you're doing it. You'll trick yourself and say, well, I'm gonna go get me somebody else just so I don't have to do the inner work to get my mind off of my twin. But I'm gonna tell you, that doesn't work either, because it'll be like they're haunting you. You won't have any peace. You can't enjoy the person because all you're thinking about is your twin. You can't get away from it. It's still gonna be stuck there, just sticking. And the universe is still gonna orchestrate stuff to get you back in alignment with doing what you need to do to find your way back to yourself. Because that's what this is. This journey is a journey back to yourself. This is a journey of complete self-love and acceptance on such a deep level. On such a deep level. It's so real. If anybody tell you they're not on the journey, or they're just in some type of denial, going through something. Because I went through that too. You go through that too. It's a lot of doubt that you experience. But you do get to a place where you know that yes, this is a true journey. And you know that yes, for sure, this is my twin. And yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's real. And as you go on, now in the beginning, I didn't tell my twin that we were twins. I tried to explain it to him a little bit, but I didn't really go into it like that. But as I kept balancing, he started coming to me and saying that, okay, but I think he called it a soul tie. That's what he called it, a soul tie. I still don't talk to him about twin flame, nothing. I don't say anything to him. Even when, this is another thing I want you to, if you're having if you're being triggered You don't need to talk to him about absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, if you try to, they kind of make it worse. That's my experience. What I do is I go within and I ask the questions, and I go into stillness and meditate, and I get real honest with myself, and I wait on the clarity to come, and you will shift all by yourself, and you'll gain clarity all by yourself. You don't need no apology. You don't need no explanation. You don't need nothing from your twin. Mark my word. You don't need nothing from your twin. Everything, you're able to get it from within yourself. I promise you. Because you will gain the right perspective that will help you to alchemize that energy into love. And it won't be nothing to be in an argument about, because it's with yourself. What you're going through is with yourself, literally. And when you shift in that energy, it's right away. They shift with you right away. Say if you want your twin to change in a way, in a certain behavior, you don't need to talk to him about changing in that behavior. You change him through you, and he will do it. I'm telling you, it's so I be thinking to myself, I wonder, do he know what's I wonder, do he know what's going on? Do he feel this? Like, because we can have a throwdown argument, and I go in my corner. I go in my corner for a while, and I come out, and he's ready to cook me dinner and kiss me and hug me and wait on me and be so beautiful and loving and kind. I bet another person will be like, what is that? It's weird. But that's how, it's that quick and it's that easy. It's energy. It is energy. You don't need to talk to him. Look, it's a moth flying around me right now. Moth to a flame. But anyway, you don't need to talk to him about nothing. You got this. You are in complete. When I say you lead, you lead. And he tells me that too. He say, all I can do is follow you. It's like he knows. I don't know. I didn't want to ask. Maybe I will one day, when I'm led to. Everything's intuition. But whenever you, like I say, get into some type of discrepancy, you go within. Go within and do not come out until you back in love with yourself, until you back in your center, until you back connected. Do not go to him trying to get him to get you there, because he's not gonna. He is the manifestation of your work. So always listen to your intuition, because too, sometimes you can be led to ask him something, and God will speak through him. So, for instance, earlier I was feeling a little down, and I know sometimes a lot of people say don't text her or don't call or nothing unless you're high vibration or all this, that, and that's not true. When your intent is love, you are in alignment with communicating with your twin. So you don't have to be in this high state and all zenned out all the time, because you're having a human experience. But your intent has to come from love, or they will mirror whatever you're trying to, or you'll get blocked or no answer or whatever. So back to the story. I was like in a funk, and I said, well, maybe something's wrong with him or something, because I couldn't understand where the energy was coming from. So I'm trying my best to get myself out of this funk. So I text him and I said, are you okay? And he says to me, Yes, I'm okay. I'm just trying to get back high vibrational. And I said, oh, I felt like something was out of place. And he said, no, just don't worry. Don't stress. What did he say? Trust the process. So that was a message for me to just chill. Just allow that energy just to process through. Just trust it. Just chill out. It's okay. It's okay. It could be the collective energy. Just trust it. Just don't worry, don't stress, just trust the process. And I was like, okay, and I do that. So I did that, and I started chanting that to myself. And as I chant that to myself, my 3D was mirroring back to me that relaxed, calm, stress-free energy. So I was like, okay, so your twin is your teacher and also your student. So always listen to your intuition when it comes to interacting with your twin flame, anybody else or anything else. Always do it. Go with it. And let's see, is there anything else I want to share? Oh, now, say if you end up in a relationship with a soulmate, it does not hinder your twin from coming back in. Your relationship with your twin is yourself is totally separate from a soulmate relationship, because that's two different relationships. As long as, again, your intent is in the right place. Now, if you with somebody trying to just be with them just to get them back, that ain't gonna work. But if you are with that person because you were led to have that experience with that person, and you are enjoying yourself and enjoying that person and living in the moment, your twin will come back in. It does not stop anything. It doesn't stop anything. And it puts you in a little funk where you be like, oh snap, what am I doing now? But the funny thing is, the universe orchestrates different things that will kind of lead you in the direction of where you need to be going. So what happened to me is the soulmate, I liked him so much, but all of a sudden he had a smell that I couldn't stand. I don't know. I couldn't find where it was coming from. It was just a foul odor. And before, he smelled great. He was a very attractive man, very, very clean. His hygiene was very up to par, very high vibrational man. And all of a sudden, he had this smell that you'd be like, there's no way I could deal with this. You know, you don't know if this is breath or his butt or his head. Where is it coming from? It's just a very foul odor. That's what that was what happened with me. And then I started seeing things that I was like, nah, I don't want to, we're not going to work out, you know. And then I ended up back with my twin. So just trust where you are being led. Trust it. Trust the process. Release the stress, release the worry, and totally trust the process. I promise you, it gets better. I promise it gets better. I promise it does. I know it's tough, but just keep going. And remember, you're not doing this for a relationship. You're doing this for you. You're doing this for you. You're doing this for all versions of you. Your past self, your future self. You're doing this for you. So let go of all the rules, the expectations, the judgments. It does not fit in a conventional relationship setting. This is a relationship with yourself. That is all that I have for you guys. I hope this helps. I will be doing more videos on this energy because it can be tricky. And I do want to do more videos on that fear-based energy and how to keep it under control, because it can have you like, ah! But we got this. We in this thing together, and I love you guys. Until next time, peace.